Hello my friends, and welcome back. We have breaking news from the Zaporizhzhia front, where another massive Russian assault has ended in disaster. Convoys and Russian armored vehicles moved forward in what was supposed to be a surprise push from the south. Russian commanders believed that since Ukraine's first Azov Corps wasn't yet fully deployed here, they could achieve a breakthrough. But Ukrainian intelligence had already detected the buildup, and the defenders were fully prepared. The failed convoy attack assault began on October 20th, when Russian forces advanced toward Malotokmachka, the nearby Nestrianka village. The 118th Mechanized Brigade of the Ukrainian army immediately engaged them. Drone footage captured the moment the long Russian convoys entered open terrain, a fatal mistake. Within minutes, Ukrainian FPV drones began striking targets one after another. Footage shows Russian armor being hit repeatedly. First one explosion, then another, and another. Each vehicle that tried to continue moving was hunted down until it was completely destroyed. Some Russian infantry managed to reach the outskirts of Malotokmachka and take cover in ruined houses, but they were quickly finished off by HIMARS artillery and Ukrainian airstrikes. By the end of the battle, the Russians had achieved nothing but destruction. Their only success was temporarily expanding the gray zone, but they failed to hold any ground, losing dozens of vehicles and troops in the process. Ukrainian artillery and drones located videos confirm that Ukrainian artillery and aviation worked in perfect coordination. Russian-held buildings were precisely targeted and destroyed. The terrain in this region is wide and flat, offering almost no cover, no forests, no tree lines. That means every Russian movement is visible to Ukrainian surveillance drones, making any assault in Zaporizhzhia extremely difficult and costly. Despite the heavy losses, Russian forces also attempted attacks in the Novoprokopivka area. Once again, they were stopped by a combination of mines, FPV drone strikes, and tank fire from Ukrainian positions.
The Ronin brigade reported destroying over 20 Russian vehicles in a single day, including tanks, APCs, and support trucks. Every piece was either used. This reckless strategy, large convoys of armor charging into open fields, feels like deja vu from earlier years of the war. Russia tried it before, and each time the result was catastrophic. This time was no different. Deep strikes and Russian losses, Ukraine's drone units are now striking far beyond the front lines. One of the most significant hits was on ABM-21 Grad rocket launcher destroyed deep in Russian-controlled territory. Video confirmation shows the launcher engulfed in flames, another reminder of how vulnerable Russian logistics have become. Meanwhile, fighting continues across the front. Russian forces gained temporary ground near Pavlivka and Krinky, but their progress is limited to small sabotage groups. Ukraine continues to hold the main defensive belts and prevent a breakthrough. Russia's new jet-powered bombs. There is growing concern about Russia's new air weapons. Ukrainian forces recently discovered a FAB-500 gliding bomb equipped with a jet engine, increasing its range to nearly 200 kilometers. This means Russia can now launch these bombs from deep within its own airspace, threatening cities like Poltava or even Kiev. Fortunately, one such bomb landed without detonating, and Ukrainian engineers safely neutralized it. Kyiv's defense industry is now developing anti-glide bomb systems to counter this new threat. Ukrainian drones strike Russian airfields. In response, Ukraine continues to expand its drone operations. Recently, the SBU released footage of successful drone strikes on Russian airfields that housed light aircraft, including Yak-52 and Cessna 170 planes modified to hunt Ukrainian drones. These aircraft were destroyed on the ground by Ukrainian loitering munitions believed to be domestically produced analogs of the Lancet drone.
For this update, my friends, stay tuned for the next one. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to keep up with verified frontline reports.